Okay, great morning. Well, I've been asked to read on the prophecies or the visions by the children in Portugal of Lady Fatima. Sometimes they call her Fatima, sometimes Fatima, but to read on the Fatima predictions. Now, there were the three children, and this was like something like 1917, something like that. But I guess the last of the prophecies predictions was supposed to be opened in 1960, and then the church hid it. It didn't want to reveal what it was. Lucia became a nun and died at the age of 95. And the other two children died right after the predictions. I think a year or two after they had, they succumbed to the flu. Like we had the epidemic here of the flu, the COVID. Back during that time, they had a flu epidemic, and these other two children passed at an early age. So I'm just going to read the cards as I have them because I don't know the prediction, and so I'll just read what I have. I really don't know much about this at all, but I'll see what. So bear with me with this. Take it with a grain of salt. So what we have at the center of it is the message of spiritual guidance that comes from love. You know, I imagine is a warning. It's about looking who's close that wants to be a betrayer. And then we have the Emperor. Now, when looking at this, we see somebody that's sitting there armored up. This is not somebody that's open. This is somebody that's armored up, that's driven by ego, subconscious ego attainments, a lot of action, and underneath is driven by emotion. You can barely see that. That's kind of hidden. They don't want to show their emotion, but emotion coming out. And it's somebody that takes action, and they have a rulership, but the rulership is a bit tainted. Okay, it's a bit tainted, and he rules by the mental realm, but surrounding him is the ego. A lot of ego obstruction, that type of thing, going into it is what I'm seeing with this. Somebody that's ruling by ego through the subconscious, and that keeps themselves guarded, keeps themselves armored up, okay? Armored up. So going into it, in the past, we have moving forward of the wisdom given about these times coming up. It's about the secrets, about secret wisdom, about the secrets, about what's coming up for the path for probably the world, okay? So this is, now what I like about this, the sun you have up here is white. It's that seed state of the divine is, you know, which gives us all that thing. But this is coming, and it's the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning, the end of the journey. So this is about our journey. You know, are we walking off a cliff, or are we going to transcend? Okay, what are you using mentally as you're going? Are you, again, what is the mentality there? Are you covered in the divine is at the center, which then, now is interesting with this because I don't know if I should get too much into this because he's, at the heart, really close to him is the divine is, but then we have the ego there, wearing the clothes of ego, okay? And that's what it is, at the center is the divine is, and then we have the layer of ego. So what is, it's up to us, okay? We have the ability of choice. So what are the choices we're going to make? These are the possible paths going forward that are being revealed. Okay, so what we have now is government. Okay, a dualistic view of it. So it's not really doing the fires of transformation. It's just heating up from this realm of fear mode and being ruled by the mental spins of illusion, driven by the emotional drama. And sometimes it's a bit barking at the moon type of thing. So in this sense of illusion, now this is, in the path, this is about coming into connection with the unconscious, the subconscious realms, okay? And at some point you have to challenge your fears, and you have to, again, look at these things deeper. It brings up, especially if you're going through a Kundalini awakening, it brings up all of your fears and the dramas to be looked at and to go through, okay? So this is bringing up all of these, the path. You have the mental path through the emotional realm, okay? A mental path through the emotional realm that's surrounded by what? The subconscious, okay? So that's what this spiritual meaning is. But it's this rulership, duality of fear in these governments which are flaming this stuff now, okay? Basically, that's what it is. By a ruler that's in ego, okay? The ego drama. So this is basically like a warning to look at these things before they take place. The challenge is the home front leadership also. This is usually my card for like the White House leadership, the home front, what's being sold, what's being given out, okay? How it's being given out, because these are the things of the world. This is the inner vision, looking deeper at what's being eaten away, how things are being eaten away with this, because it's being driven by, again, subconscious of this type of rulership, the buying and the selling of those, how they relate to the poor, and where are they at? Are they grounded? Are they balanced? Okay, so it's that buying and selling, but it's not being done in a it's not being done from the heart. It's not being done. It's being eaten away, okay, by the power structure, okay? So that's the challenge. The challenge is what's happening with that. And the clarification, this is about fish can be lies, it can be fishtails, it can be about money, profits, okay? And the strength, where is the mental realm in this? Is it in a positive strength? But seeing that it's about money and lies and deceit, then that is mental strength in not in a beneficial way. Okay. So this is the strength card in here is more about the lion is the color of the ego. Okay. So this is about strength in being able to find what is ego and to be able to control it, not through domination, but by the divine is, understanding the subconscious through the divine is, and how the realm of mentality works, okay, and being able to control that. How do we do that? One way is through gratitude for the things that we have, okay, and watching the cattiness, the drama, okay. Now this could be in the toxic form, about money, lies, deceit, not having gratitude for the things of the spirit, things of that Gaia is giving us, and about cats can be flattery or they can be personal injury. So watching about this buying and selling of things and personal injury, things that are going to come. Underneath of it all, this is about wanting to birth something new from the void. Okay. By those that are in alignment, but in alignment with what? Okay, this is ones that are holding on to the material stuff, subconscious, material actions, and at the very bottom of it are emotions. So they're not in a good emotional place. This is somebody that's holding on to stuff, holding on to power, holding on to this thing because they're ruled by what sometimes? That dark element. They're not coming from usually light. They're holding on for all their worth to possessions, to whatever it is in the world that they mentally think they have to have, okay? Holding on to power. We've got the city behind him, so holding on to, trying to hold on to that and not let it slip away. So what we have here also underneath of it is the light. Okay, writing. Now we have somebody here that they've come to the presence of light. The mental realm, the emotional realm's pretty balanced there. The subconscious, they've got a handle on it, new handle on it. You know, we've got the things here of ego. It's no longer covering him. He's gotten rid of the covering of ego, okay? And has that control in a beneficial way. So it's about persevering in the midst of this of abuse that's going on now, and understanding the masks, the things that are happening in the world. We have to understand in this time of, this is like the bad luck. The message is to have balance and humility. Humility, okay? To understand you have the shepherd. So come into alignment with those things. Come into alignment with that and bring things into balance, because this is something, again, this is the beginning of the deck. You have the emotional realm. We have here, he's clothed in ego, okay? Still in the subconscious thing. That's where he's going and trying to juggle these things. Green is healing, so wanting to come to a healing. You have the seas, the rocky seas, rocky emotions and stuff, wanting to come to a place of healing, okay? Juggling these things of the world, okay? So it's about, working your way through, trusting the divine, and taking care of stuff. Now, last one I'm going to pull with this is victory. Victory of this actions, your actions. Then they have to come from, if you want to have victory, your mental actions have to be clothed with basically, you could say righteousness, the higher things, royalty, the in order to come on, this is the subconscious, in order to have rulership over that, okay? But coming to a victory with knowledge about the enemies, the things that are happening, and their manipulations, okay? So having an understanding of that, looking at the things coming from the dark, okay? Wisdom about that, holding to the light, okay? Holding to the light, and continuing to work on yourself, and working on the planet, working for people, okay? Yeah, through this. So this is interesting too. He's in the subconscious still, actions, where his actions, emotional, sometimes through the unknowing, okay? And he continues to work on things in the world, okay? Working on it. Level of working on it. Try to have grounded, be grounded and come from a place of health. Trying to come from a place of health. But it looks like a type of a warning, and saying that, you need to get yourself right, come to understanding and victory within yourselves, and do what you can for humanity. That's part of the path. Persevering, coming to the light, and understanding the difficult things which may be on the horizon, due to the ego overrunning judgment of some of those in power, okay? Now, we can't change the actions sometimes of those in power unless we do what we need to do. In this country, we vote. In other countries, you know, they have to handle it, and it's about coming into alignment with the values that Christ taught, okay, what was being given about love, compassion, and watch out for the rulership of ego and fear and that type of thing, which is being perpetrated on the planet. You have to take care of Gaia. You have to take care of Mother Earth, or she will try to balance herself. She will, you know, try to right herself. Same thing. You know, we're all in this. We're individually in this. You have your individual journey, and then there's the journey as the collective. Okay? So where is the balance in that? So it's watching out for the journey collectively and individually, and coming to, just taking care of things, understanding the journey, and watch out for those in power that are coming from ego drama, which could affect the world. So thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this is not more confusing again. You know, oh my goodness. Oh. But thank you, and I'll see you online. Thank you for your question.